Good morning, dear children. Let us continue with the textual exercises from page number 221. Question number 11. Show how would you connect three resistors, each of resistance 6 ohm, so that the combination has a resistance of 9 ohm, 4 ohm. Children, we have discussed this earlier. Let us recollect. How can we get a resistance of 9 ohm? We have three resistors and each resistor is having a resistance of 6 ohm. Let us look the circuit diagram. So two resistors should be connected in parallel. You can see R1 and R2, that is each is having 6 ohm. So both are connected in parallel, and to this combination we put the third resistor R3, that is 6 ohm, in series. So 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6, it will be 2 by 6. RP will get as 3 ohm, and when we add 6 plus 3 we get it as 9 ohm. Now how can we get 4 ohm? Look the circuit diagram. So here two resistors have to be first connected in series, and then to the combination we have to put the third resistor. So let us verify it. 6 plus 6 will get 12 ohm. First we will do the series combination, and then we take the RP, and finally we will get the answer as 4 ohm. So to get 6 ohm resistor, to get a resistance of 4 ohm, will be opting this particular circuit diagram, or will connect the resistors in this way. So in examination they ask you to show, means we have to draw the circuit diagram and verify it. So hope you understood it. Question number 12. Several electric bulbs designed to be used on a 220 volt line are rated 10 watt. How many lamps can be connected in parallel with each other across the two wires of 220 volt line if the maximum allowable current is 5 ampere? So children, here they have said that there are several electric bulbs and the voltage that is used is 220 volt, and each electric bulb or the lamp has a power of 10 watt, and we want to find out how many bulbs or how many lamps can be connected in parallel across this particular 220 volt, so that the maximum current that carry is 5 ampere. So let us try to do. Voltage is given 220 volt, power is 10 watt, current is given as 5 ampere. Now let N be the number of bulbs that can be connected in parallel across this 220 volt line. So if N is the number of the bulbs, so and P is the power of that is the power rating of each bulb, then the total power becomes N into P. So N bulbs of power P each connected in parallel will make a total power of N into P. So now let us form an equation. So P is equal to VI, or P into N is equal to VI, or N is equal to VI by P. So we substitute the values here, that is 220 into 5 the whole divided by 10, and we get the answer as 110. So the number of bulbs that can be connected in parallel across the 220 volt line is 110. Question number 13. A hot plate of an electric oven connected to a 220 volt line has two resistance coils A and B, each of 24 ohm resistance, which may be used separately, in series or in parallel. What are the currents in the three cases? So children, here we have to find out three answers. The first is, we have to find out how much is drawn by this resistance coil when these two coils are used separately. Second, we have to find out the current that is drawn by the coils when they are combined in series. And third, we have to find out the current drawn by these coils when they are connected in parallel. So let us do one by one. So here given the resistance of each coil is 24 ohm and the voltage is 220 volt. So first case, the current that is drawn when each coil is used separately. So when each coil is used separately, the resistance is 24 for each coil and the voltage is 220. So I is equal to V by R. So we get the answer as 9.17 ampere. Now current drawn when the coils are connected in series. So there first we have to find out the combined resistance, that is 24 plus 24. Since they are in series, so we get the effective resistance as 48 ohm. So the effective resistance is 48 ohm. Now to calculate current, I is equal to V by R, and when we substitute 220 by 48, we get it as 4.58 ampere. The third case, is when the coils are connected in parallel. Let us find out the current. So to find out the current, we have to find out the combined resistance or the effective resistance. 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So here we substitute the values and we get Rp is equal to 12 ohm. So the current I is equal to V by R. So that is 220 by 12, that is 18.34 ampere. So children, here you found out the current that is drawn by the coils when they are used separately, when they are used in series, and when they are used in parallel. Question number 14. Compare the power used in the 2 ohm resistor in each of the following circuits. A 6 volt battery in series with 1 ohm and 2 ohm resistors, and a 4 volt battery in parallel with 12 ohm and 2 ohm resistors. So children, here we have to compare the power, that is take the ratio of two powers. Let that two powers be P1 and P2. And we have to compare the power used in the 2 ohm resistor. So the first circuit or the first question is a 6 volt battery in series with 1 ohm and 2 ohm resistors. So 1 ohm and 2 ohm we have to connect it in series and it is connected to a 6 volt battery. You can see in the circuit diagram. So first we are going to find out the power here, and to find out the power we know the equation is I square R, and we have to know I here. So to know I, we want to know the effective resistance. Children, the current that is flowing through 1 ohm resistor is the same as the current that is flowing through the 2 ohm resistor since they are in series. So let us find out the effective resistance. So potential difference is 6 volt, current I we have to find. Combined resistance R is equal to 1 plus 2 ohm, that is 3 ohm, and the total current I is equal to V by R is equal to 2 ampere. So the power used in 2 ohm resistor is I square R, that is 2 square into 2, that is 8 watt. The second part of the question, 4 volt battery connected to the combination of 12 ohm and 2 ohm. So children, you can see the circuit diagram. 12 ohm and 2 ohm are connected parallelly across the 4 volt battery. So here the potential difference is the same. So the potential difference is 4 volt, that is flowing through the 2 ohm resistor. And here we did not calculate the effective resistance. Why children? Because the current that is flowing through 1 ohm is not through 12 ohm is not the same as that is flowing through 2 ohm. So R here is 2 ohm. So the power that is used in 2 ohm resistor P is equal to V square by R. So what is V? That is 4. So 4 square by R, that is 2, is equal to 8 watt. Children, here we can use the other equation I square R also, but when we use that equation we have to find out the I that is flowing through that 2 ohm. Can you say what is the I that is flowing through 2 ohm? I is V by R. You know that V is 4 and R is the resistance of that particular resistor. So that is 4 by 2, that is equal to 2 ampere. And so when you calculate I square R, that is 2 square into R, you will get the same answer, that is 8 watt. So you can use any of the equation. So here I have used UV square by R. Now we take the ratio, that is P1 by P2, and we get the ratio as 1. So thus we understand that the 2 ohm resistor uses equal power in both the circuits. Question number 15. Two lamps, one rated 100 watt at 220 volt and the other 60 watt at 220 volt are connected in parallel to electric main supply. What current is drawn from the line if the supply voltage is 220 volt? So children, please read and understand the question. Two lamps are there, each is having a power of 100 watt and 60 watt. The voltage is the same, that is 220 volt, and they are connected parallel to the mains. So we have to calculate the current drawn from the line. So we can use two methods. One is we can find out the resistance of those that means the lamps separately. Since we have the power and the voltage, we can use the equation P is equal to V square by R and find out the resistance of those two lamps, add the two resistance, find out the total resistance, and since we have the total voltage 220, using the equation I is equal to V by R, we can calculate I. But here the simple one method that we have used is the voltage is given 220 volt. The power of the first lamp, it will be P1, that is 100 watt, and let the power of the second lamp P2 be 60 watt. So let us find out the total power P. that is P1 plus P2, 160 watt. So current drawn, we know the equation P is equal to VI. So from that we can know I is equal to P by V, that is 160 by 220. So directly we'll get the answer as 0.727 ampere. Children, next is question number 16, an easy one. Which uses more energy, a 250 watt TV set in 1 hour or a 1200 watt toaster in 10 minutes? So, case 1, TV set. Power is 250 watt, time is 1 hour. So, energy, what is the equation to calculate energy? E is equal to PT, or energy is equal to power into time. That is 250 into 1. We get the answer as 250 watt hour. Case 2, toaster. We have to find out the energy that it is consuming. So power is 1200 watt, time is 10 minutes. We have to convert it to hours, that is 10 by 60 or 1 by 6. And energy is equal to PT. When we substitute 1200 into 10 by 60, we get 200 watt hours. So please compare and see. So we understand that energy consumed by the TV is more than the energy consumed by the toaster in the given timings. Question number 17. An electric heater of resistance 8 ohm draws 15 ampere from the service mains 2 hours. Calculate the rate at which heat is developed in the heater. So children, understand the question. The heater has a resistance 8 ohm. It draws 15 ampere current from the service mains for 2 hours. So we have to calculate the rate at which the heat is developed. So resistance 8 ohm, I 15 ampere, time 2 hours. So children, rate of heat, that is heat produced per unit time, H by T, that is I square RT by T, that is I square R, and that is power. You know, we have studied power. Power is the rate of doing work. It is amount of energy consumed or liberated per unit time. So whenever you hear rate of heat developed, that is power. So here when we substitute, that is in I square R, 15 into 15 into 8, it gives us 1800 watt. So children, we have finished the numericals from the textual exercise page 221 and 222, and hope you will do similar numericals from your reference books, and please go through it again and write it in your notebook very neatly. So that's all for today. Stay safe. Thank you.